Hey, it's Matt Moscona. You found it. It's AFR Saints, your home for daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Please subscribe, smash the like button, hit the bell so you're notified whenever we post a new video. And our content this football season is presented by BetUS. Score a 150% bonus on your first deposit and a 125% bonus on your next two deposits up to $2,000 when you use the promo code YouTube150. Enjoy the video. Who dat? Mel Kiper's got a mock draft up today. The Combine course getting started in Indy, so this is a pre-Combine mock draft. You're going to find mock drafts everywhere. I love this one as opposed to our guy Ross Jackson over at the Louisiana Sports. Why? What are you laughing about? Smirking over there. You distracted me getting off my point. Well, you distracted me, so tell the audience why you're smirking.
I just know where you're going with the Ross Jackson thing.
Well said!
Ashton, he likes the Saints to draft Ashton Jeanty.
Yes.
At 9 overall.
And if Ross Jackson, I'm putting this out there. Sorry, Mr. Jackson. I'm for real. You keep putting Ashton Jeanty going to the Saints at 9. Might pink slip my friend there.
Oh, no, not Ross. Come on.
Everyone loves Ross.
Yes.
Not going to lie to you. Ross's content is killer. It really drives a ton of traffic. He's so good.
So good.
But I'm going to tell you what. You keep putting out there into the ether, Ashton Jeanty to the Saints at 9, I don't know that I can continue to support this behavior. Tell me I'm wrong. Who wants the Saints to draft a running back at 9?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it sounds horrible, actually.
I mean, so the offensive coordinator for the Eagles comes here and so I get, he's going to draft his version of Saquon. Great. You know what else they got in Philly? A quarterback, a giant offensive line, 2 all-pro receivers, a Pro Bowl caliber tight end, a freak show, enormous defense that moves bodies. Like, they got all that stuff as well. You know, I got news for you. The Eagles probably winning the Super Bowl this year, even if they don't have Saquon. I could have played running back and they would have won a Super Bowl this year. Kidding me? Ashton Jeanty at 9. Get Ross on the phone. I need to yell at him. All right, not really. We'll talk to him later. Don't tell Ross I said that because I don't want him to be offended.
He's got a long drive to Indianapolis
right now.
He might be there. Okay,
I was about to
say he might be listening.
He's there. No, he's not. He's writing more stuff for the website because he writes all the time.
So
and he does his Locked on Saints podcast. If you're not following Ross's stuff, you should. Ross is great. We'll get right back to the video. Love telling you about our partners over at BetUS. And they've still got that amazing deal. You can get a 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next two deposits, up to $2,000 when you use the promo code YouTube150. The NFL season's over. Let's look at next year's Super Bowl. It's this easy because futures odds are there. Just go to BetUS. We'll tap football right there. On the drop down, we can check Super Bowl 60. So here's all the odds for teams to win Super Bowl 60 next year. No, I'm not crazy. I'm not wasting my money betting on the New Orleans Saints to win the Super Bowl next year, even though the Saints have plus 15,000 odds. But what is realistic? How about my team that I picked to win it this year that fell short, even though they had a quarterback with an MVP caliber season? The Cincinnati Bengals, plus 1,800. Might not get better odds than that. So that means $10 on the Bengals to win next year's Super Bowl would win me $180. That's worth a flyer at $10. We'll confirm it, and just like that, we are locked in at BetUS. Remember, make sure when you sign up, use the promo code YouTube150 to get a 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% bonus on your next two deposits, up to $2,000. Now enjoy the video. But Mel Kiper, a real mock drafter, Ross Jackson, has Tyler Warren, the tight end from Penn State, going to the Saints at 9. I would love that. I mean, rubber stamp, co-sign. All you got to – so let's just run through some obvious things here. Number one, Taysom Hill was slotted as a tight end this year. We know that. Well, he's recovering from the knee injury, so we don't know when or if Taysom Hill will be back, if his career in New Orleans is done. Juwan Johnson is an unrestricted free agent. You're probably going to have competition in free agency for Juwan Johnson. He could take a better offer and be gone. That would leave you only with Foster Moreau. So you have the opportunity to get someone like Tyler Warren from Penn State. All I can think in my head is what Brock Bowers was this last year for the Raiders as a rookie, where, I mean, he was a 1,000-yard receiver as a rookie for the Raiders. Whoever's playing quarterback for the Saints this coming season, if it's Derek Carr, Spencer Rattler, or maybe somebody cool I haven't heard of yet. Like, what?
That was funny. I'm sorry.
Did you get the reference?
No, it was just. I actually didn't get the reference, but it was just funny.
It's from old school. Anyway, a veiled reference to old school. Anyway, give them a freakish tight end that's a giant mismatch, that's a security blanket that can go catch 100 passes this year. Yeah, I'm on board with that. And by the way, that's a guy who you, in theory, will have that can be a consistent player for you for a decade or more. You're not getting that out of a running back. This is an era, and the one thing that I understand with running backs is because we have capped rookie salaries now, you can draft a running back in the first round. It's not going to break the bank. You can have them for 5 years. It's not going to break the bank. And so in theory, you get them in their prime years before they fall off a cliff. But here's the problem. If I'm using a first-round pick on somebody, I want them to get to their second contract. I don't want to just use them for 4 or 5 years and then let them go. I want the second contract on my first-round picks. I don't know that you're going to get that with Ashton Jeanty or any running back. I mean, the Saints used a first-round pick on Mark Ingram. They declined his fifth-year option. And you can tell me about Alvin Kamara, and he's awesome. But what's the likelihood of that happening again? I don't know, man. And maybe even more so, it's not a knock on Ashton Jeanty. It's just more to say the Saints aren't Ashton Jeanty away from contending. Get me someone that's going to be a core part of the rebuilding of this roster for a decade. That's not a running back. Anyway, oh, by the way, I should also mention Mel Kiper has Will Campbell, number 4. You're seeing this a ton now. 4 to the Patriots. And what that tells me is the intel is getting out there that the Patriots love Will Campbell. They need a lot, but they drafted their franchise quarterback last year in Drake May. Here's a guy that can help protect Drake May. So the fact that so many mock drafts now have Campbell there tell you that's the intel that's getting out, is that the Patriots really prefer Will Campbell to the other offensive linemen at the top of this year's draft. The big competition there, Josh Simmons from Ohio State, Kiper's got going 10 overall. Look at the other offensive tackles. Armand Membu out of Missouri going 13. I'm just looking for the other offensive linemen as I scan really quickly here. Forgive me, all. From Kiper in this mock draft. Kelvin Banks out of Texas, who was the guy we saw at the top of the draft for a lot. He's got him going 25 to the Texans. Anyway, so Will Campbell, lots to prove this week, lots of game potentially there. Thanks so much for watching the video. Do us a favor, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, hit the bell so you're notified when we post a new video, and remember to support BetUS, where right now you can get a 150% bonus on your first deposit and a 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000. Be sure to use that promo code YouTube150.